So it's the Sunday, the first Sunday at the Auto Expo, and it's of course extremely crowded. And there are some guests on the show that you don't need any introductions for, like Akshay Kumar. Welcome to the Car and Bike segment, and of course, Rukato-san, thank you so much for joining us on the segment. Let me start off with a brief congratulations. Of course, this is the Car and Bike show. We're not going to talk about movies, but brief congratulations on the new movie, critical and commercial success a lot. And there has been a spate of movies with a lot of social messages. Now, let's go straight into safety. We've always said safety is utmost importance when you're riding a bike, driving a car, etc. So when do we see a two-wheeler safety-oriented movie from you?
Well, as Honda has come out with helmet on, life on, that is the most important thing, because they are selling bikes left, right and center, and it is important for people's safety. We have also come across, and even the figures show that about 95% of lives get saved because if you have a helmet on. And helmet also, you have to have the right kind of helmet. You know, where you cannot have a cheap one. You have to have a proper right kind of helmet also, which saves your life. So what exactly was your question?
When are you going to make a movie about two-wheeler safety? Because apparently
when I make a movie about two-wheelers.
Two-wheeler and safety in particular.
Well, it all depends on when I can get a good right kind of a script. And you know, you just cannot, I cannot make a documentary film on it. I have to make a proper, even if you see if I made a film on toilet or a pad, it's a proper love story, which kind of consists. I have to have some kind of a love story to go, or some kind of a moment to have, so then I can make a movie out of it.
Well, we'll certainly hope that you can very soon, because the message is important to spread.
It is important. I mean, there are many people. I mean, a lot of deaths happen because they don't wear their helmets. So that is the main cause of deaths.
Right. Kato-san, let me quickly get to you. Safety has been an utmost a very important part of Honda's campaign in the last few years, and of course you've had the combi brake system for a while. ABS is now becoming mandatory. What are the next step of safety that you want to see in the two-wheeler segment?
Yeah, basically we have been doing safety riding activity by collaborating the local government and local police, and also we have a sales and service network, more than 5,500 touch point. We have been continue. We want to continue to promote to the customer safety driving, safety riding activity.
Honda has this safety first, and then comes the bike. So that always have been their motto.
A larger spectrum of a question for the larger spectrum. Pollution is getting completely out of hand in certain areas of the country, in Delhi especially. Everybody is moving to mobility in terms of electric mobility. The government has very strongly said they want 2030 electric cars to be 100% of our cars sold in India. Electric two-wheelers are an easier way to approach the electric mobility solution. What are your opinion on electric mobility in general, not in terms of two-wheelers as such?
I'm sure Honda is looking at it, and they will be out with it something or the other. But yes, it is an important aspect. Pollution has to be controlled.
What about electric scooters in the future for Honda?
Yes, this time we showcased PCX electric, and of course Honda want to follow Indian government direction. But just we started to discuss with government as a CM how to make a roadmap to develop the infrastructure in this country.
A final little message. Any direct message to our viewers in terms of road safety?
Well, I have said to them that the most important thing is wearing helmet, and the most important is your speed control also. Because you see, a lot of times I have come across accidents which happens. It is not the person who's driving or who's riding the bike, it's his fault. It's the person who's crossing the road. But if an accident happened, it is the person who's riding, because he has to control it. And that can only happen if your speed is under control. And so I would just say, wearing helmet and keep your speed under control. It's much better to leave your house and to go to the destination 5-10 minutes beforehand, so that you reach on time.
Great. That's a very strong social message. Thank you so much. We won't take much of your time. I know you have a busy schedule. Thank you again for talking to us, Akshay.
Thank you.
And of course, thank you so much, Sato-san. Celebrity bites keep on coming, and we've got here Taapsee Pannu and Gulera San from Honda. Welcome both of you to the Car and Bike segment on online, on TV. We're everywhere today. We'll start with you. You're at the Honda Pavilion, of course, and you're the brand ambassador. A lot of focus on safety nowadays, with the helmet rule coming into focus a little more every month, and of course both for passengers in the front and the back. Do share your opinion on this.
See, I've been a bike rider, a two-wheeler rider, an Activa rider myself since years. So I know the thrill that you get when you ride a two-wheeler, and in that thrill sometimes people end up forgetting the safety aspect of it, and they just get carried away with the thrill, and then you probably are not healthy enough after that to enjoy that thrill anymore. So let's be very aware and practical about the situation, and be aware about the safety from the beginning, so we can enjoy the ride for like years and years to come. And plus it is also about your family, who's gonna be like, probably they'll turn anti two-wheeler if they see someone suffering because of a two-wheeler, and that's not the idea of a two-wheeler. Two-wheeler is there to make you feel independent. It is very easy to carry, to move around. These are the good things that are attached with a two-wheeler. Let's not make it a bad thing to have. Like, let's not make people detest having a two-wheeler. That's why Honda always insists on safety. That's why we have this campaign called Helmet On, Life On, that we really want people to enjoy their lives with a two-wheeler, and it can happen only when they're safe.
Right. Now, in terms of safety in general, and this goes out to both of you, ABS is soon becoming a compulsory feature for all motorcycles across the range. What is your view on that? Of course, it adds to a cost, but it does add to safety too. So, just views.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to add that it's not only once there is some notification which comes from the government and then Honda has to act, which is, I would not say it's a reactive thing. So Honda was very proactive as far as our scooters are concerned. In 2009 itself, we brought in the combined brake system with the equilibrium, and the notification says only in 2019 it is going to come. It is almost a decade back that Honda has proactively done that. So we know that safety is a very much part of a very much integral part of our overall business model globally, as well as in the domestic market in India. And all our dealership have a pre-delivery safety advisor, as well as we have the riding trainer simulator at a dealership. So, and a dedicated organization to take this safety riding promotion and awareness campaign across the country. So we are very actively involved even with the local traffic police for the cause of promotion of road safety.
Right. Now, two-wheelers as a segment is developing, is sort of growing and expanding in India. You have sub-segments of every engine range, for example, and you have sub-segments of bike design. You have the adventure category in particular that's been exploding across ranges. You of course have the Africa Twin on sale, and a whole bunch of other bikes are also on sale in terms of other manufacturers in that segment. What's your personal favorite riding segment? I know you do ride both scooters and motorcycles.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite segment in per se?
See, I've been a user of Activa, so I think my association with Activa will be very strong if I see from early 2000s when I was a college student till now. But yeah, personally, I used to have an interesting thrill riding a bike, and be it when I joined Honda's team and I drove a Hornet. So that was a very wonderful and thrilling moment for me, because I've always questioned the fact that why is it always about girls, that girls cannot ride bike, or what is this big taboo that is there, which is breaking. And with Honda providing so many segments, as you mentioned, with so many styles and engine variations, which make it easy for a girl today to choose how much of a weight she can handle and what kind of look she wants a bike to be of. So I guess now slowly things are moving from scooters to bikes for girls as well.
And that's of course conventional bikes. I have to ask you this question because this Auto Expo has been all about electric mobility.
Okay.
Everybody's talking about electric bikes. Honda itself has a concept electric PCX on display. What is your take on electric mobility in the future, and India in particular, where pollution levels are just off the scale?
Well, let's hope we have a technology that can sustain for a long time. It's not just about introducing it. Of course, that should be the future. But then let's hope we have the resources to sustain it for a longer time.
Right. Thank you so much for being with us on this small, quick segment. Do you want to have a special sort of message for your fans for safety in particular?
I'll just say particularly, guys, I love to ride bike myself. I love to ride two-wheelers, but I'm intelligent enough to have a life to ride two-wheelers for a longer time, and that's why we at Honda want to tell you, helmet on, life on. Please don't compromise with your safety, because then only you can enjoy your two-wheeler at its best.